There's a really interesting plot point to watch out for next time you're watching a film. At the end of Act 1 in almost every story, there's a moment when the hero deliberates. Just before leaving the comfortable, ordinary world of their home life, the hero hesitates. So it could be the Muggle world in Harry Potter, the Shire in Lord of the Rings, the French countryside in Pixar's Ratatouille. The hero hesitates because the journey they're about to embark on could be dangerous, potentially life-threatening, and will change them in more ways than they could ever imagine. So the hero stops and considers, am I really going to go through with this? An example of this is in Pixar's Ratatouille, when Remy mopes around in the sewers beneath Paris. After having been chased from the French countryside by the shotgun-wielding old lady and separated from his family, Remy is alone and afraid. The hero tends to wait around in this moment of stasis for some kind of catalyst. So in Remy's case, it's Gusteau's ghost who arrives to give him a little shove. In the case of Sam and Frodo in Lord of the Rings, Frodo urges Sam on. Christopher Vogler writes about this boundary between Act 1 and Act 2 in his book, The Writer's Journey. He terms it the refusal of the call, when the hero engages in avoidance strategies, and he comes up with excuses. As highlighted by Vogler, even the story of Christ follows this pattern. In the Garden of Gethsemane on the eve before his crucifixion, Christ prays, hoping to avoid his ordeal. "Let this cup pass from me," he says. It's so interesting to consider how stories reflect real life. How there's usually this moment whenever you're engaging in something that's risky or new, when you deliberate, like a job interview or going solo traveling abroad, and you stop and ask yourself, am I really going to do this? It's interesting to consider how the patterns in story are so emotionally relevant to our lives because they really do reflect the psychological patterns of the journeys that we go on all the time.
This is it. This is what? If I take one more step, it'll be the farthest away from home I've ever been.
Come on, Sam.